Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and shimmering rivers, there lived a boy named Kayode. His family was poor, much like many others in the village, but Kayode had dreams as vast as the sky above. Each evening, after a long day of work in the fields, he would sit beneath a majestic baobab tree, holding a worn-out book in his hands. The villagers knew him as the boy who dared to dream beyond the simple life of a farmer. He longed for knowledge, adventure, and a future that lay far beyond the borders of his village. But not everyone shared his vision. One evening, as the sun dipped low in the sky, casting a golden glow over the fields, Kayode's father, Baba Kayode, approached him. Baba Kayode was a man of the land, his hands rough and calloused from years of hard work. He watched his son with concern. "Kayode," he said, his voice firm, "why do you spend so much time with those books? The land is our future, not education. You are a farmer's son, and that is who you are." Kayode looked up, determination shining in his eyes. He closed his book slowly, feeling the weight of his father's words. "Father," he replied, his voice steady, "I understand the value of the land. But if I learn, if I educate myself, maybe I can help lift us out of this life of hardship." Baba Kayode shook his head, his expression filled with doubt. "Dreams don't feed us, Kayode. Know your place." With that, he turned and walked away, leaving Kayode under the baobab tree, clutching his book tighter. His heart was heavy, but his resolve only grew stronger. In the days that followed, Kayode's mother, Mama Kayode, saw the fire in her son's eyes. She, too, worked tirelessly in the fields, her hands worn from labor. But every night, she would sit with Kayode by the fire, offering him encouragement. One evening, as the stars twinkled above them, Mama Kayode spoke softly. "Kayode, my dear," she said, "I see your strength. Your dreams are big, and I know you are destined for greatness. It will not be easy, but you must believe in yourself, even if your father cannot see it." Kayode nodded as her words filled him with hope. He knew he was not just chasing a dream for himself, he was doing it for his family and his village. As Kayode focused on his studies, one person in the village remained steadfast in her belief in him. Ireti, whose father was a clerk in the community center and had the opportunity to attend school. They had grown up together, sharing laughter and dreams beneath the baobab tree. Ireti admired Kayode from afar and believed in him. When she would sometimes help him with his homework, she told him stories of what going to school every day looked like. Then, one fateful day, everything changed. Chief Aide, the wealthiest man in the region, announced a scholarship for one deserving child to study abroad in the white man's land. A place filled with knowledge and endless opportunities. The news spread like wildfire through the village. Kayode's heart raced at the thought, but fear soon crept in. How could he, a poor farmer's son, compete against the children of wealthier families? They had fine clothes and private tutors. What did he have? Just his determination. But he refused to give up. Every night, Kayode stayed up late, studying by the flickering light of an oil lamp. His hands were rough, his body tired, but his mind was sharp. He poured every ounce of effort into his studies, knowing this chance might be his only opportunity. Finally, the day of the exam arrived. The village square was alive with excitement. Wealthy children stood in polished shoes, dressed in bright, beautiful clothes. Kayode arrived in his simple, worn garments, standing among them, his heart pounding. Chief Ade sat beneath a grand baobab tree, flanked by village elders, all eagerly waiting to witness who would win the scholarship. One by one, the children were asked questions that tested not just their knowledge but their wisdom and character. Kayode answered each one with the fire that had kept him awake at night. Then Chief Ade turned to Kayode. "You, Kayode," he said, "you are the son of a poor farmer. Why should I choose you for this opportunity?" The crowd fell silent, and all eyes were on Kayode. He took a deep breath, his heart racing. "Chief Ade," he began, "I may be the son of a poor farmer, but I carry the dreams of my family and village within me. I seek this chance, not for myself alone, but for all those who struggle. If you choose me, I promise to bring honor to my family and to this village." A moment of silence hung in the air, then slowly a smile spread across Chief Ade's face. "You speak with the heart of a leader, Kayode. The scholarship is yours." The villagers erupted in cheers. Kayode had done it. His mother wept tears of joy, and even Baba Kayode, who had doubted him, placed a proud hand on his shoulder. Kayode had broken free from the first chain that bound him. He was going to the white man's land, ready to fulfill his dreams. As Kayode arrived in the white man's land, the towering buildings and bustling streets filled him with awe. But he soon discovered a harsh reality. He faced discrimination and prejudice from some of his classmates. They sneered at him, calling him a black monkey and making jokes about his skin color and appearance. Others simply looked down on him, treating him as less than human. But amid the hurtful words, a few kind souls emerged, offering him support and friendship. They recognized his intelligence and determination, and together they formed a small group that helped one another navigate the challenges of their new environment. Kayode leaned on their kindness, reminding himself of the strength he carried from his village. Meanwhile, as many years passed with Kayode still in the white man's land, the village buzzed with gossip and doubt. Would he succeed? Would he even come back? However, Ireti held on to her faith, believing in the boy she had always cherished. She turned down each suitor who approached her, ignoring their offers of marriage and security. Her heart belonged to Kayode, and she had a feeling he felt the same way about her, even though they never mentioned how they felt about each other. Despite the difficult times, Kayode's determination never wavered. He studied late into the night, fueled by the hope of returning home one day to uplift his community. He immersed himself in his studies, and his hard work paid off. He graduated as one of the top students in his class, earning the respect of both teachers and classmates alike. As graduation approached, a beautiful girl named Clara expressed interest in dating him. She admired his tenacity and strength, but Kayode felt conflicted. He gently told her, "Clara, I appreciate your feelings, but my heart belongs to someone else. Ireti is the one I love, and I plan to return home to marry her." Finally, the day came when he set foot back in his village. He was no longer just a farmer's son, but a man transformed by knowledge and experience. As he walked through the familiar paths, the villagers gasped in disbelief. This was Kayode, the boy they had doubted, now standing tall with a confidence that shone brighter than the sun. Kayode knelt before his parents, his mother's eyes shining with tears of joy, and his father standing beside her, filled with awe. "I have returned," Kayode said, his voice steady, "not just for myself, but for all of us. The knowledge I've gained belongs to this village. We are no longer bound by the chains of poverty. As the villagers surrounded him, Ireti stepped forward, her heart racing. She had never doubted Kayode, and seeing him again filled her with joy. Their eyes met, and in that moment, the bond they shared since childhood rekindled. Kayode smiled, feeling a sense of relief wash over him. Ireti, he said, you are one of the reasons I am here. I want to share this life with you. Will you marry me? Tears filled Ireti's eyes as she nodded. Yes, Kayode, I've waited for you. You are my heart. Not long after, Kayode and Ireti got married in a beautiful ceremony in the village. Together, they dedicated their lives to uplifting their village, ensuring every child had access to education and healthcare, giving back to the community that had nurtured him. He also built a beautiful house for his parents, a symbol of respect and gratitude. Ireti discovered she was pregnant, and their excitement grew as they prepared to welcome a new life into their world. One bright morning, after their beautiful baby was born, Kayode and Ireti decided to take Mama Kayode and Baba Kayode with them on a trip to the white man's land, fulfilling the dream of his parent, who always expressed the wish to travel and see the world. As they boarded the airplane, Mama Kayode's eyes sparkled with joy and disbelief. It was her first time flying, and she couldn't help but marvel at the experience. I never believed I would ride in an airplane, she exclaimed, tears of joy streaming down her face. As the plane took off, Kayode looked out at the vast expanse of sky, feeling an overwhelming sense of gratitude. This journey was not just about him. It was about his family, his village, and all those who had believed in him. The flight was filled with laughter and excitement, and they cherished every moment together. As they landed in the white man's land, Kayode felt a sense of fulfillment. With dreams realized, Mama Kayode's heart raced with excitement, and a broad smile stretched across her face. This was a moment she had only dreamed of, her first time stepping foot in a foreign land, a place her son had worked so hard to reach. The boy who once sat beneath a baobab tree had become a beacon of hope for his family and the entire village, proving that dreams, no matter how distant, can be achieved with perseverance, love, and belief in oneself. Please subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me bring more interesting stories to life. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can never miss an adventure.